Finally, almost done getting my Harry Potter tattoo covered up. As you can see, it is actually really yucky right now underneath the second skin. It's all like it's healing. So this is not the end product, and I'm actually going back in 2 weeks for another round of color and also to add like some white around the flowers. But I am so happy, so relieved that I no longer have a piece of artwork on me that is connected to an artist that once brought me joy, especially as a child, but is absolutely not aligned with who I am, with what I believe in, and my values. So, if you are watching this and you are thinking about getting your Harry Potter tattoo covered, I hope that my story helps you with your reflection in making that decision for yourself. And I would be so, so happy for you too. So I decided to get my Harry Potter tattoo covered in 2023. I have had this tattoo since, oh my gosh, something in my early 20s, and I loved Harry Potter. My family loved Harry Potter. I read the books a couple times. I went to midnight showings. Do you remember midnight showings with my friends and family? Like, we would line up. I would be dressed up. I cosplayed as Luna Lovegood multiple times in my life. Like, I did the headpiece one. I did the one with the glasses. I had Luna Lovegood's wand. I just really connected to that character. She was like a little weirdo, little lovable weirdo. But over the years, J.K. Rowling has become more and more and more, and just nonstop, just so violently public, being transphobic. It's just so out of hand. She won't stop. How many tweets, how many articles, how many interview statements she has released. It's just so, it just really literally got to a point where I was like, this cannot be in my body anymore. This doesn't sit right with my body. It's on my dominant arm. And it's really heartbreaking if you've ever had to break from a fandom, especially one that you were a part of when you were a child. So a lot of inner child work had to happen. Completely devastating. Storytelling is so powerful, and imagination, fictional stories about magic can bring us a lot of joy. But this was something that I needed to do. I was not, and I am not, gonna be a social worker, an artist that believes in art as a tool for the revolution. And I'm not gonna be going to actions and organizing with my friends with a Harry Potter tattoo on my arm. And so had to let go of the merch, delete all the photos from the first time I went to Harry Potter World in Universal, and when my family and I went to London for the first time and we did the Harry Potter London studio tour. It was really sad, really, really sad. But there are so many other artists out there, trans artists specifically, that bring more magic into this world. And my love for the trans community is something that is far more important than a tattoo on my arm that I got for $120. I used to have the time turner on me. How funny. How I wish I had a time turner to turn back time and stop myself from getting that tattoo. But I think when I moved here to New York, I knew that I was so excited to meet New York City tattoo artists. So I literally went on this journey talking to so many tattoo artists, emailing, calling, doing walk-ins, doing consultations for them to take a look. And even though there are some who said they couldn't do it, or they were out of my budget, or the schedule didn't work out, or they were only fine line, or they, at least like a lot of them would say like, oh, actually I wouldn't know what to do with this, or this is something that I'm not comfortable doing, or cover-ups are really hard. I appreciated the artistic integrity there, but even then, with the artist that it didn't work out with, now I know so many tattoo artists that I want to get other tattoos from. But finally, I don't know how many tattoo artists I consulted with. And so if you are thinking of this journey, I highly recommend, yes, taking the time to find the right artist. And after so many, I found Gina from Magpie Tattoo Shop in Chinatown, and she owns her own tattoo studio. And to meet her and just talk to her, talk about my budget, talk about what I was thinking. And so because of my other consultations, other tattoo artists told me, they're like, what works with cover-ups is usually big florals, round to cover the circular piece with stuff sticking out, very colorful. And I was like, wait a minute, that is perfect. Since my mom is a florist, I have always wanted to get a flower arrangement that she's made tattooed on me, and what they were describing for the perfect cover up. My mom made this centerpiece for me for my 18th birthday, my cotillion, my debut, for all my Filipinos out there, for anybody who has also been to a cotillion, been to a debut. And so it just so worked out perfectly. And so Gina just checked all the boxes. I told her my budget, that the Maleficent wings on my back were $750, and I didn't want to go over that. So for this color tattoo, that is a cover up, and that is this big, we did it for $500. What I loved about Gina was how thoughtful she was about every petal on every flower. She would ask me for their names so she could look them up and see what they looked like from different angles, and she knew exactly what to do with all the shapes and all the colors and how to place them so we could trick the eye and hide the old tattoo. And so I don't know how many sessions we did, but I did that in March 2023, and so I got like a lot of it done by graduation. And then it's been a little over, oh my gosh, almost 2 years now. And so I went back recently because of our recent administration. I just had an extra itching how much I hate J.K. Rowling and how much I love the trans community. And so little Valentine's Day treat for myself. And it was so good to catch up with Gina. And of course, with several tattoo sessions, we told each other our life stories, especially to connect as fellow artists, as Asian women. Such a beautiful process. So I wish for all of you, whether it's a cover up or your first tattoo or a new piece that you've been wanting to get, I want that same connection that I have with Gina for you and your tattoo artists, because it's something truly special. That trust is so important. That is art on your body forever. Tattoo artists are just so up there for me in my favorite types of artists that exist, using our bodies as canvases and, collaborating with each other to create a piece that is going to be on your body permanently, to tell your life stories. And of course, tattoos mean so much to my ancestors historically. So this is a piece that I will look at, and even if I myself, because I know the old tattoo, can see little remnants of it, but even so, like just looking at the new piece on top of it, it is very intentional of this new chapter of my life and making that old chapter of my life disappear. So I'm very happy with this piece. I will keep you all updated on how it heals and show you in all future videos. I'm so excited. And I would love to see if you have Harry Potter tattoos covered also, or just hear about your favorite tattoo stories in general, or if you have any tattoo artist recs in New York City, please let me know because I will absolutely get more. And I am absolutely excited to have this conversation with my future children when that day comes and they want tattoos. We will absolutely have a sit down about the investment and the pain, the emotional and physical pain that you will go through if you have to end up getting a cover-up tattoo. And so with that said, I will see you next time with a even more healed tattoo. All my love, always and always, for my new tattoo and for Gina at Magpie Tattoo Shop in Chinatown, NYC. I'm Trisha Fuerte, and this entire process right here is Fuerte Body.